Welcome to ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series presented by T-Mobile. On a spectacular Sunday afternoon, one of the great days in all of sports, where big leaguers come here to the site of the Little League World Series. Phillies and Nationals descending on these diamonds, and Little Leaguers riding over with the Nats, hanging out, trying to get some hits. Chinese Taipei going up against the Nats, and then stars in the building. What's up? That's an old face for Bryce Harper. Kyle Schwarber is loving life already, cheering on the team from Media, Pennsylvania. And if you get Bryce Harper's autograph, life is pretty good. We're having some fun too. Xavier Scruggs, Mike Monaco with you. Sebastian Salazar joins us shortly. All right, I mean, this is a blast of a day, and we got good Little League baseball games here as well. We've got Canada and Mexico. Mexico's second game here, and they're doing this in front of Joey Meneses of the Nats.
Yeah, that's the cool part, right? The big leaguers are here. Show them a little bit of what you got, and they've done a nice job so far. They're loose. They're feeling good. This is a team that you can really expect to have good defense, and the bats should be alive today.
Speaking of offense, that arrived for Canada, who goes up against Mexico here in this game. The team from Regina, Saskatchewan, they played less than 24 hours ago to stay alive.
Yeah, and that's the big thing, being able to keep themselves in this, right? And the defense has been really important for this team. They did a nice job being able to make plays, and not only that, they did a great job of base running as well. They do the little things extremely well. Jackson Weir was amazing on the bump. Great lefty. Does a nice job of being able to blow you away with that fastball. This team, Canada here, they're going to be a team to watch, especially against this team. Good matchup against Mexico.
They are from Saskatchewan, the second largest city Regina is in the entire province, behind Saskatoon, and this team opened up on Thursday against Chinese Taipei with a 6-0 loss, and then the win yesterday, 3-0 over the Czech Republic. Let's meet the team.
My name is Pierce Terrell, and my favorite food is pizza.
My name is Dylan Leach. My favorite athlete is Sidney Crosby.
My name is Braden McQueen. My dream job is becoming an MLB player.
My name is Trayton Menzik, and my favorite food is lobster and salad.
My name is Nixon Jelsing. My favorite artist is Morgan Wallen.
My name is Brian Nurnberg, and my favorite school subject is math.
My name is Jackson Bilbo. My favorite player is Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
My name is Cannon Jr., and my favorite band is AC/DC.
My name is Jackson Weir, and my favorite player is Julio Rodriguez.
My name is Nash Tomchuk, and my favorite food is sushi.
My name is Tate Sexsmith, and my favorite athlete is Connor Bedard.
My name is Creason Melboof, and my favorite artist is Travis Scott.
Their manager, Cole Warkin, said after the win yesterday over the Czech Republic, momentum is on our side. The boys are comfortable playing in back-to-backs. Well, let's meet Jorge Lizárraga, brought to you by Dollar Car Rental. He's the starting pitcher for Mexico in this game. We saw him in the outfield in the first game for Mexico a few days ago. He's on the bump. He dreams of a vacation in France. And here you go, Jorge.
Yeah, he's dreaming, and that might happen one day. But look, this dude is coming at you. Slow delivery with some electric stuff coming out of that lefty arm. Got a good little slider as well. The big thing for Canada, stay off that fastball up in the zone, because he's got a long arm, and it's going to get on you quick.
With the big leaguers here as well for Canada and Mexico in this elimination game. On the international side, here at the Little League World Series on day 5. Both fan bases well represented, and you get to do this in front of Major League Baseball players and coaches. So Lizárraga on the bump, and yesterday's star for Canada, Jackson Weir, in the leadoff spot. He's moved up a bit, coming off a 3-hit game yesterday. It was the first 3-hit game of anyone at the entire Little League World Series. Coming into today, one of just 2 players with a 3-hit ball game, and then he was on the bump as well, and he had a 3-hit shutout with, just 13 strikeouts. Now he smokes one into the gap at right center, and life is good for Jackson Weir. Jonathan Juarez does a great job cutting that off, and it's a single for Weir.
Exactly what we're talking about. Way to use your ears there.
Yeah, that's one thing you'll notice about Jackson Weir. Extremely short swing, does a nice job of being able to stay through the baseball for a long period of time. He's able to hit line drives all over the field. It's a good way to get your team going.
And apparently the coaching message was something well received by Jackson. Stand right on point and on message to start this ball game. Brings up Braden McQueen, third baseman in the 2 spot, who yesterday against the Czech Republic tagged a double to the wall in left field in the first inning, and so because of that, he got intentionally walked his next time. Big fan of HGTV. He was born in Australia. Rolls it right side at Jorge Cota, and it skips into right. Jackson Weir first to third, and Canada is in business here in the first.
I thought this was some really nice base running here from Jackson Weir. Did a good job of seeing this ball get through, checked it out, and then immediately booked it to third. Get himself on third, less than 2 outs, makes it a much easier job here for Junior coming up, Kanan Jr., to do his job to drive him in.
Shortstop in the 3 spot. Nickname Cannonball for Kanan Jr. Big fan of Bo Bichette. That's strike 1 from Jorge Lizárraga to start out. We've introduced you to Cannon's father, Deke, former college football quarterback at the University of Calgary. He's been here in attendance. That's away, and it's a ball and a strike. Plays hockey as well. He's very athletic. Coaching staff says that Cannon can play all positions. Lizárraga's 1-1. Wave and a miss, 1-2.
It's a good swing by Cannon, but now here with 2 strikes, just cut down the swing a little bit, try to put something in play.
And Cannon asked for time, much like the big leaguers who watch him smartly using his timeout. You only get 1 in the majors nowadays. At the corners for Canada. 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sign some autographs, hang out, take in a ball game. 2-2. That's up high and a full count from Jorge Lizárraga.
It's a nice job of Cannon being able to stay off of those fastballs that are elevated, trying to get something a little more down in the zone he can handle to put in play toward the middle of the field.
3-2. Fouled back by Junior. Got something lower that he tried to go after. Coaching staff describes Jorge Lizárraga as a hard thrower. He's low-key, he's smart. Maybe the most focused and concentrating player on the team. Dot strike 3 for a big first out.
Yeah, and just perfectly located with that fastball. Jorge Lizárraga does a nice job of being able to use the top of the zone and left him like a statue.
And how about the presentation and framing back there from Alfredo Chacon, who gets the start behind the plate in this game for Mexico. At 5'1", 97 pounds doing the catching. Next up, the cleanup man for Canada, the right fielder Bryden Nurnberg. Tried to hold up, and no appeal just yet, so it's 1-0. And the appeal never came. Chacon wanted the appeal, and it wasn't granted. That's inside. 2 balls and no strikes on Nurnberg, who had an RBI single yesterday in the 4th inning. Big arm in the outfield. One of the best outfielders on this team. We already showed you how that played a big part in Canada's win yesterday against the Czech Republic. 2-0. Jackson Weir at third. Braden McQueen at first. 2-1. 2-2 now for Lizarraga.
And Lizarraga's done a nice job of bearing down after he got behind in the count 2-0, coming back with 2 strong fastballs. Look to keep attacking with that to see if he could put him away.
Yeah, he's got lefty gas with some life. Time called by Bryden Nurnberg. An elimination game in the international bracket in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Throw through, went to second, and in from third, Weir scores. So after the strikeout, Canada puts something on, and with some action, snatches the lead.
Yeah, we got it. After the swing and miss, we still see McQueen run down to second. And because of the throw through, Jackson Weir was able to take advantage. After he saw it go past the pitcher and get to second, he was able to come home. Perfectly executed double steal.
So your 3 and 4 hitters punch out, but you got to run anyway. And now it goes to Trayton Manzuk, the center fielder. He's in the 6th spot for Canada, but now bats 5th. Unfortunately, Nash Tomchuk, who had been set to start behind the plate for Canada, as he has the first couple of games, he was a late scratch due to illness. We'll see if he's available at any point in this game, but for right now, not able to go. And Trayton, one of the stars of yesterday. Boy, did he dazzle defensively with a couple of fine catches in center field for Canada. Says his favorite athlete is Trey Turner, who he has probably never been closer to than right now. Swung on and hung on to by Chacon. So Lizarraga comes back with 3 straight strikeouts, but Canada grabs a run and leads Mexico. The Little League Baseball World Series on ESPN is presented by T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network. Oh yeah, you got to take the boys to the Grove.
Stone Garrett getting in there. Having a good old time playing a little ping pong.
Yeah, you got to take them around and show what life is like at the Little League World Series, because even though we have had many guys go on to it from here in the major leagues, it's a short list. Tijuana, Mexico bats for the first time. They are down a run, the home of the Caesar salad. Let's meet Team Mexico.
Mi nombre es Alfredo Chacón y mi jugador favorito es Salvador Pérez.
Mi nombre es Santiago Hernández y mi comida favorita es el sushi.
Mi nombre es Aras Laborín y mi cantante favorito es Maroon 5.
Mi nombre es Leonardo Partida y mi comida favorita enchiladas.
Mi nombre es Jorge Cota y mi jugador favorito es Ronald Acuña Jr.
Mi nombre es Jonathan Juárez y mi jugador favorito es Juan Soto. Mi nombre es Jorge Lizárraga y mi comida favorita son las entomatadas.
Mi nombre es Mayolo Peña y mi jugador favorito es Juan Soto.
Mi nombre es Andrés Rubio y mi postre favorito es la nieve de chocolate.
Mi nombre es Gael Leiva y mi jugador favorito es Trey Turner.
Mi nombre es Jorge Villa y el trabajo de mis sueños es ser veterinario.
Mi nombre es Yamil Mandujana y mi materia favorita es español.
Mi nombre es Marco Mejía y mi atleta favorito es Michael Jordan.
So that's Mexico, who played its opener Friday, a 6-1 loss to Japan in a lengthy affair. Coaching staff said we got the nerves out in that game, and now they play game 2. They face Big Sexy Tate Sexsmith, who pitched Thursday against Chinese Taipei. A scoreless inning of work. He faced 5 batters, threw 15 pitches, and gets the nod here today.
Yeah, Tater, as they call him as well, will be looking to not give up any taters today, throwing a lot of strikes.
It's when we don't want the nickname to have any bearing on the game.
Just only when he's at the plate.
Working exclusively out of the stretch like a seasoned pro, and pitching too Yesterday's starting pitcher, and my heart swells when I see this, a lefty catcher.
And I have a feeling if there's a lefty catcher that you want back there, Jackson Weir is a good option.
He's going to go track this one, and Weir makes the catch and hangs on. Right on cue. Lefties are catchers too.
Probably the most athletic player on this team, Canada. Gets back, gets rid of the helmet, the mask, and is able to slide while keeping the concentration. 2 hands on the grab, up against the brick. I'm good, I got this.
My man found out like 10 minutes before the game he wasn't playing first. He was catching. No problem. Ran it down on Jorge Lizárraga. So there's 1 out for Jonathan Juarez.
Look how he used the cleats to like cushion himself against the wall.
This is popped up. Do it again. Go get it, Jackson. Oh, popped out of the mitt. And almost made 2 nice plays defensively running that down. I mean, the ball will find you if you come in the game super suddenly. Has a broadcast of baseball ever been more excited for 2 foul pop-ups behind home plate? This one foul again by Juarez. Looks like already the evidence of the toughness back there for Jackson Weir.
That's how baseball works too. Catch the tougher one and then
you need to come to your dugout.
A little bit easier one. Gotta get that patched up a little bit.
Yeah. Got a little raspberry action. 6 pitches into his day. Tate Sexsmith's going to go monitor the situation. That was a heck of a play. And yeah, I think you're right that the best part is like going feet first into the railing, spikes up.
I mean, it's hard enough to, get rid of the mask and be able to find the ball and then get your body in the right position. You think about sliding to make a catch while trying to protect your body against the brick wall. It's a nice job.
It's a heavy duty wrap we got going on for young Jackson.
Hey, this Canada team definitely has the flow, don't they?
Yeah.
They don't mess around when it comes to the hair.
While we got a moment, we check out Jose Ferrer getting in some cuts. Oh, that's gas. We got velo limits or what? Joey Meneses hanging out, a Mexico native who's had such a fun ride in the major leagues, really in the last calendar year. He's in the World Baseball Classic representing Mexico as well. He will join us on the broadcast. Juarez strokes one the opposite way to left center, and he one-hops it off the wall. He can burn as well, and he glides into second with a 1-out double.
Jonathan Juarez, after a little delay in this game while Jackson Weir is getting patched up, he's not waiting around. He gets this 2-strike pitch up in the zone, and he distributes it to left center for an opposite field extra base hit. That's a smooth swing right there from Juarez.
And he's got his first hit at the Little League World Series. Now Mexico's 3-hitter, Gael Leyva, walked in the 4th Friday against Japan. Big fan of Javier Baez. When he's not playing sports, he says, I like to sleep. Two balls and no strikes on Gael. Sexsmith's 2-0. Popped up. Jackson Weir's getting a workout. This is Braden McQueen instead, who hangs with it through the sunshine for out number 2.
Yeah, you mentioned it, the sun. Braden McQueen doing a nice job Good thing he's got the shades on. You can tell that there's a little bit of that sun right there, and he's able to secure that second out. Way to stay with that one.
Well, Joey Meneses looks on, maybe wondering if Jamil Mandujano can come through with a big hit. Cleanup man tries to check his swing on the first offering from Sexsmith. Jamil against Japan Friday, an RBI single in the first, and he was on the mound as well. Pitched against 4 batters. Special talent making cupcakes.
No ball, 1 strike.
Fouled back 1-1. That's personnel getting their pictures in. Well, they watch. Mandujano in the air to right field, and Nurnberg makes the catch. Bryden Nurnberg with some defense to cap off a good defensive first inning for Team Canada.
Nurnberg out there in right field, staying with it, battling the sun, making a nice grab.
Welcome to the MLB Little League Classic from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. The grown-ups are feeling a lot like kids today. That's what the Little Leaguers wanted to see.
Five and a half hours from now, Phillies Nationals in front of a ballpark filled with the best Little League baseball players in the world, including
Stella and the fellas. Stella, she's been a sight to see around here. It seems like everybody wants to see Stella.
She is one of the best. Stella Weaver, part of this Nolensville, Tennessee team. Role model, our buddy Monet Davis, hockey fan in Tennessee, and only the 10th female ever to record a hit here at the Little League World Series. Fun day in Williamsport. Second inning elimination game, Canada-Mexico. Canada got a run with its base running in the top of the first. Tate Sexsmith against Jorge Lizarraga. Fouled away, 0-2 on Tater. Tate says he's been playing Little League because, well, he's played it since he was little, and he's grown up with all the guys on his team. This North Regina Little League. Outside, about 1,500 miles from Williamsport, capital city of the province, of course, of Saskatchewan, home of the Rough Riders and the Pats of Connor Bedard fame this year. First overall pick, of course, to the Chicago Blackhawks. So much great hockey history in Regina. So many NHL luminaries. Ryan Getzlaf, Chris Kunitz, Jordan Eberle, Matt Dumba born there. Cutting a miss, good off speed from Lizarraga, who has all 4 outs via the punch out.
Hey, tough one, you're good, you're good.
Yeah, Lizarraga looks good today. He's got that fastball working, but mixes in that off speed right there with 2 strikes. And that's a tough pitch to wait on. Good change of speeds there from Lizarraga.
So there's one gone. It brings up the first baseman for Canada, Creason Malbu. Fan of the Blue Jays and Vlad Jr. For Creason, the nickname Speedy C. Says he also likes to play wiffle ball when he's not playing sports. And I can't get over the wiffle ball gas we saw earlier from one of the Little Leaguers.
I know, that's the best part, is like, you know, when you're not playing baseball, you're always sandlot, cul-de-sac, backyard, wiffle ball, stick ball. That's the go-to.
I mean, Jose Ferrer, one of the Nats pitchers, he was in the box, and I don't know if he was ready for that sort of velocity.
He was not ready.
Nothing in 2 on Speedy C. There are some long looks in from these Team Mexico pitchers, like we saw the other night against Japan. Cycling through their signs from dugout to catcher to pitcher. They will step off the mound again. Francisco Fimbres, the manager for Mexico, said after the game Friday, the nerves got the best of our team today. And added the execution wasn't there, but said, hey, by Sunday, we're going to move past that nervous energy. Lizarraga hovering in midair. Can we get a timer on that? I mean, that's incredible. How long did he keep that knee in the air? Like,
I don't know, but that's good balance.
Yeah. Could you do that?
I probably could, but he's 12.
A little different motion this time. Pitchers do this so much more, it feels like now. Guys with the hurry up, the hesitation, just trying to add a different wrinkle and to throw off a hitter's timing.
Well, Lizarraga probably has about 4 or 5 pitches the way he's shaking off. He's looking for something real specific here with 2 strikes.
What do you think he wants? Maybe the slider here or change? Oh, the hurry up. The hurry up heater.
Well, we've seen a couple different deliveries already from him. The quick pitch, the slow hold, the natural delivery.
Two. Now move strikes out. 5 straight outs, all strikeouts for Jorge Lizarraga. All right, this is what we're talking about with a wiffle ball. All right, it's good oppo stroke.
Any chance you can show the big leaguers that you got a little something in there, something special? Got to show it to them.
Yeah. Joey Meneses hanging out, making his way around, might be coming up our way soon. Joining us here on the broadcast. Jackson Bilbo, the batter. 2 outs in the second. That's ball 1 to start out to the left fielder for Canada. He's made some nice plays in the outfield here. His great aunt is Jan Betker. She won an Olympic gold medal for curling. He's got a sense of history too. He's a fan of Bobby Orr. On a peel down to first. There was no swing. 2-0 on Jackson Bilbo. Jorge Lizarraga trying to come back from down in the count. Looking to breeze through the second with Mexico down a run. Fastball in. He's got a lot of life on that heater.
No, he does. It's electric. It comes out really good. And I think even the slower delivery can mess with the timing of the hitters. And then we saw the quick pitch as well. So as long as he's repeating his delivery and his mechanics, he will be fine.
It's like 2 more pitches to what already appears to be a pretty expansive arsenal. When you factor in the quick pitch and holding your knee in your windup for like 5 seconds. 3-1. Bilbo lines it to first right at Marco Mejia. And the inning is over. Joey Meneses will join us here when we come back for the bottom of the second. Back at the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, we go to the bottom of the second with Canada leading Mexico, and Joey Meneses of the Nationals is nice enough to join us. Joey, a native of Mexico, a big leaguer here. You're playing a game tonight. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, man. It's awesome. It's awesome to me to be here and watch the Mexico team, you know, playing.
You already have your Mexico hat on.
Yeah, I already. I just came out to the airplane. I tried to to one with the kids, so I gotta wear this hat for sure.
Any words of wisdom or any words that you were able to talk to the kids, advice about with these 11, 12-year-olds of Team Mexico?
Yes, I told them then don't be afraid, to play this tournament and enjoy it. I say hopefully I've been playing this tournament too, but I don't. And you guys got the opportunity, so enjoy it and trying to be your best,
Did you play Little League as a kid?
Yes, sure, yeah, since I was like 5 years old. But I never been that good like these kids. So, yeah.
This is a great team from Tijuana, Mexico. And they play here against Canada as we visit with Joey Meneses. I saw some of the players, they wanted to get a picture with you as well. It's a bouncing ball that goes off the glove of Nixon Jelsing, and Jorge Villa is on. You were down on the field hanging out with them before this game started.
Yeah.
Estabas en el campo con el equipo antes del juego y había algunos de los muchachos que se querían sacar fotos contigo.
Yes, yeah. See, I take a picture with I think with all the team. Yeah, they asked me for picture for sure. I'm gonna take picture with them. It's like it's something that make me feel so good.
Yeah, special day here indeed. The United States game is wrapping up at Lamade Stadium right now. We're in the bottom of the second, and that is a strike from Tate Sexsmith to Marco Mejia with a man aboard and nobody out here for Team Mexico.
Marco Mejia.
All right, Ravi, thanks very much, and we welcome you down the hill to Volunteer Stadium as we continue on at the Little League World Series on what is just an amazing day for baseball. One of the most unique days we will find. Xavier Scruggs, Mike Monaco with you upstairs, and our buddy Joey Meneses from the Nationals, kind enough to join us up here. We're in the second inning with Canada up on Mexico 1-0. Joey, for the fans now watching this game, we welcome you again. This is pretty cool. You're a native of Mexico. You have your Mexico hat. And you get to watch a team from Tijuana before you play tonight. What's this day been like so far?
It's like a dream come true. I watched all these games when I was a kid, like the World Series, in Williamsport. That's awesome, when I just saw the schedule and we got a game to play in Williamsport. It's something good, for me because oh my God, fan drive.
By Marco Mejia.
Marco Mejia, let's go. We're gonna make the rally right here. Yeah, it's something really good, like this experience that they never forget, I remember I played like a small World Series in Mexico, but not like this, and it's something really good for them.
What you have played in is the World Baseball Classic, and you, of course, got to represent Mexico. What did it mean for you to represent your country?
Wow, it means a lot. It was an awesome game. I was so nervous. It's one of the things that I say to the kids. Like, I know you guys are nervous.
Look at the bat flip.
That don't look nervous, Joey.
No, right? After that, after they hit the ball, I wasn't nervous. Yeah, but it was something really, really cool in Arizona. It looks like a home, like we're playing in Mexico. I saw all the fans, like with the flags, like they dress in like Mexico, and I think my nervous, I was so nervous, and all my career that game I was so nervous. Wow. When I hit the homer, oh my God, I take a big breath and I feel so good.
Yeah.
What about when you see these facilities and the fields down here, extremely nice? Did you play on these types of fields when you were 11 and 12?
Never. In Mexico, it's never like these fields. Oh,
what a catch!
No, yeah, safe.
But he got back to the bag.
Yeah, these fields are really cool, man. The stands. I never play when I like a kid. They never play in this kind of fields. it's really nice. The fans, if you can see, like in Mexico, like mostly are like a fence, you know, like concrete or how you say la malla esa.
Like brick.
The fencing is that's what you have down in the ballparks.
We got Octavio helping out here, translating as well. Joey Meneses is kind enough to join us from the Nationals before playing against the Phillies tonight and watching his native country on display here against Canada.
One out, okay.
Yeah, this is a pretty good opportunity for your boys here.
Yeah, right here we got it. Let's drive to the middle. Let's go, vamos.
This is Bernardo
Partida.
The shortstop. He's good.
Oh,
just out in front.
Foul ball. 0-2, 1 out. Okay, we're good.
What were you and your teammates talking about today, your Nationals teammates, as you guys knew this day was coming and getting up and flying here?
Yeah, I talked with one of the Venezuelan guys because they came, like his country is like in this tournament too. So yeah, we were talking about the tournament. Like no one will play in this tournament, so we was talking about it's really cool to be here. You know, like it's something like cameras, ESPN. You wanna play and it's gonna be like in ESPN. It's something big for the kids.
Yep.
For the fans at home, can you talk about how special your own journey has been to the big league level, playing long time in the minor leagues, playing well over in Mexico? I remember playing against you in Culiacan. Like, talk about that and how special it is now to be at the big league level.
Oh yeah, it's super special. That's my dream come true. You know, some days in the minor leagues, I was so disappointed trying to, like go back home, But when I made my debut, I feel like all those sacrifices, pays off, and right now, like, I feel really good, like last year, I just played for 2 months. And I was, like all the off season. I gotta play for like a full season next year, like.
And you're doing it now.
Yeah, and I'm doing so. For the kids or for the fans, like never quit, like never give up. I know sometimes it's like a hard times, especially when you're doing good sometimes and you don't have the opportunity. You just gotta keep going, like never quit. It's something awesome que no me arrepiento de haber pasado todos esos momentos que a veces quería ya regresarme a la casa.
I don't regret going through all those hard times. There was times where I wanted to go back home, but it was well worth it.
Yeah, it's been a really special journey. When you were these kids' age, when you were 12 years old, who did you look up to in baseball? Who did you idolize, your role models?
Like, I like A-Rod a lot. I remember I was like a Yankee fan, and I liked Derek Jeter, A-Rod. So actually in the little leagues I play like shortstop, third base. And like Yankees, that was like a famous thing in those years. Like, yeah, they win a lot, and all the stars play in that team. So yeah, A-Rod, like, that was one of my favorites.
Did you pitch at all too, in addition to playing short and third?
Yeah, sometimes I pitch and I catch too. I play like a catcher, pitcher, and I never played first base or outfielder in the little leagues.
Yeah.
When I play in the Pro Bowl, they sent me to the outfield, then they sent me to first base. All right.
What were you like when you were 12 years old? Were you a jokester? Were you one of the guys like to talk, a leader, one of the more quiet guys?
A joker all the time. I was like, those kids, they never do what the manager say. I was bad. I was bad like a kid. Yeah, but when as soon as the game starts,
to go.
I'm ready to go. Yeah, I love it. I love play.
They love big moments like what we have right now for your team, Mexico. This is Maolo Pena, who is now the hitter with the bases loaded.
Oh my God,
Mexico down a run. If you lose, you're eliminated in this game.
No. We're going to win right here. Hold on. Watch out. Look, long drive. Oh, you
popped up.
No, foul.
Ground, and that'll go off the netting.
Joey, what's the approach here?
The approach here.
Infield back, 1 out, bases loaded.
Trying to make a contact, man. I just trying, you know, you want the run for third base, score, and tie the game, and then you like more like calm down, you know. So yeah, my approach right here, yeah, trying to make a contact to the middle and get the RBI.
Nixon Jelsing, by the way, the new pitcher, and he's got a strikeout of Myolo Pena. So there's 2 outs now.
Okay. It was a ball, huh?
Yeah, this brings up Alfredo Chacon. He's been the catcher. You get a replay of the pitch there.
He's a catcher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the next guy coming up, Alfredo Chacon. He's got to get his shoes tied. You ever get your shoes tied by your third base coach?
Not never. No chance. They're gonna make that to me. He's doing it because he's in the TV.
Yeah. Gotta soak it in. Take your time. Get some TV time.
Yeah, you know. He's in ESPN.
Yeah. Phillies watching as well before Joey and the Nats go up against
bola.
Tonight.
Let's go.
Ball 1 indeed to Alfredo Chacon.
Oh, the second inning. I thought it was the third.
In the air, left field, and caught.
Oh, right at him. That's okay.
By Jackson Bilbo.
I think we got chance. Yeah, it's the second inning.
You got 4 more innings. Joey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Joey, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Viva México, mi gente. Saludos a todo México. Ahorita vamos a ganar.
The words from Joey Meneses before the big leaguers played today. Joey, so nice to stop by. For those of you watching on ESPNU, our coverage continues on ESPN after the break.
Hey, buena suerte, Bobby. Keep doing your thing.
Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series presented by T-Mobile. You break the blimp out, you know it's a big day because the big leaguers are here as well at the Little League World Series. We had Joey Meneses, our thanks to him again, doing an interview on live television in a second language. It never fails to impress me. And the Phillies and Nats getting ready for a ball game tonight as well. Xavier Scruggs, Sebastian Salazar, I'm Mike Monaco, our entire crew behind the scenes. This is such a neat day. This is Little League Game 3 of 4. And then the big league version, 5 miles from here and 5 hours from now, Phillies Nats closing out their series. Bryce Harper had goosebumps earlier when Pennsylvania was rallying against Rhode Island. I mean, we said it while we were watching it. Can you imagine being Pennsylvania's Nathan Hellberg and tying up a ball game, and you look in the crowd, or you go back and watch the game later, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, and Kyle Schwarber are trying to do their celebration with you on the base paths?
Well, that's the thing, is he was so locked in when he hit the double, he didn't even realize that they were trying to do it. But yeah, that's something he'll never forget. And the kids at home, his boys from back home be texting him, yo, we saw you on ESPN, Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, Schwarber. That was cool.
Like, these kids get to go back to school as 12-year-olds. And yeah, they've swapped stories with the Schwarbers and Harpers and Meneses of the world. We got a good one going here. Canada-Mexico elimination game, 3rd inning. Jorge Lizárraga with a strikeout of Pierce Sorrell, and we say hello to Sebi.
Thanks, guys. Got Edmundo Sosa here and Tamati from Team Australia. All right, so what do we got? We got a few autographs? Yeah.
Yeah. We got 2, and I got another one on a hat, but I don't have my hat right now.
Okay, and we got Hayden here from Team Australia as well. Show me that ball that you're working with. And who's on it?
Quite a lot of the Nationals players and a few of the Phillies players.
What's it like hanging out with the big leaguers here?
Fun.
Yeah.
Really interesting, yeah.
What do you think?
It's fun. Yeah.
Edmundo, ¿cómo ves todo esto? Es algo muy diferente, ¿no?
Claro que sí, la verdad que es muy divertido en lo personal porque en algún momento cuando yo fui niño, pues obviamente quise estar aquí, poder conocer Williamsport y conocer este tipo de torneos. Hoy es primera vez que vengo aquí, la verdad que súper contento de poder compartir con toda esta juventud, el futuro del béisbol, muchos profesionales aquí, la verdad que pues contento de estar aquí, poder compartir un poco con ellos.
Edmundo says it's something that he's always watched on TV, something he's always followed, wanted to be here, first time here, and it's really great to see the future of baseball. ¿Cómo te estás comunicando aquí con los australianos?
Bueno, no hablo mucho inglés porque soy latino, soy de Panamá, pero bueno, ellos hablan el inglés, les pregunté si hablaban inglés y bueno, estoy hablando un poco con ellos lo que puedo y sí, la verdad que pues es muy bonito poder comunicarme con ellos y saber un poco de ellos.
Béisbol es universal, ¿no?
Claro que sí, es universal. Al final es una sola lengua, cuando se une es un deporte muy bonito y nada, simplemente aquí están ellos dando 100% por poder dejar su país en alto.
Might not be able to speak the same language as the guys from Australia, but baseball is a universal language. His native country, Panama, is here. Qué orgullo te da ver a Panamá aquí en la Serie Mundial.
Claro que sí, la verdad que pues hoy casualmente cuando veníamos bajando del avión pude ver que ganamos 3-2. He seguido un poco la liga, el torneo. La verdad que pues contento de esperar que el martes le toca un rival bastante fuerte entre los dos que van a jugar y bueno, la verdad que pues desear la mejor de la suerte del equipo de Panamá, claro, ¿por qué no?
You hear the word pendiente, that means I've been watching. He was watching on the plane as Panama won, and he didn't say as they won. He said as we won, huh? Nosotros ganamos muy bien. Guys, we send it back up to you.
That is so cool that Edmundo Sosa is watching his home country as they played an elimination game earlier today, took down Cuba this morning, and we've got so many Phillies in attendance, and yeah, this was Edmundo's home country getting the job done against Cuba.
Yeah, well, a lot of these kids had mentioned to Sebi that they were excited to see Edmundo Sosa when he got here, knowing that he's one of the guys that they all look up to as a major leaguer from Panama playing at the highest level.
It's so special to see that. I mean, I think about last year when Alex Verdugo was swapping stories with Team Mexico, like Joey Meneses here this year, or Kike Hernandez and Alex Cora last year with the Puerto Rican team that was here. And like Cuba, like Panama, Puerto Rico last year had their country's name on their chest.
And Bogarts had actually had Team Curacao come out on the field at the Little League Classic there at Bowman Field. I thought that was really awesome.
And he had lost to them in Little League growing up, being from Aruba. And now we got all sorts of Phillies watching. And by the way, during the last at-bat, we heard some groans from the crowd that wanted a strike three call. I think the Phillies were pontificating on the strike zone as well. That's called a strike for Jorge Lizárraga, who's got 7 punch-outs, by the way, from Mexico on the mound. He's facing Nixon Chelsea. They're into it.
They're locked in. Because you remember, all these guys in the clubhouse are watching these games. They're invested.
David Martinez, who's here, he said earlier this year when he came late to a press conference, sorry guys, I was watching the Little League World Series. It was not actually a swing, I believe, on Nixon Jelsing there. So it was ball 2.
He was running just in case.
Just in case. Got to be prepared. And there it is, personified, the language of baseball. Tamati Steele and Hayden Salmon talking with Edmundo Sosa. Fouled away, still 2-2.
You think about, Edmundo Sosa, Bryson Stott, middle infielders that had to step up this year when Trey Turner didn't quite get off to the start that you wanted him to. This Phillies team playing some good baseball. Obviously star-studded. And you talk about a deep rotation right now. One of the deepest we have in baseball.
2-2. That's down. And a full count for Lizárraga against Nixon Chelsea.
This year I've got 6. I hit 5 last year, so I got 11.
What's your batting average?
Not the best.
Asking Alex Gall his batting average and going through all the stats there with Michael Chavis alongside Alex. Jelsing works a walk, and Canada's got a man aboard with 2 outs here in the 3rd as the lineup turns over. X, we walked in when Bryce Harper was just getting here as well. And the crowd around Bryce, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, that's the crazy thing is, like, these guys can't even move a little bit just because everybody's just hovering over them. Taiwan Walker just walked up into the booth. You know, it's probably trouble him trying to get up here. Everybody's all over these guys.
It's a scene unlike anything you will find in the lengthy 162-game Major League season. This is Jackson Weir, the leadoff man for Canada, their left-handed catcher, another Little League specialty. He singled his first time, had 3 hits yesterday in the box and 13 strikeouts in a 3-hit shutout. He asked for time.
And he's one of the guys that, I mean, if you look at certain players that kind of stick out, Jackson Weir has been a guy with a really short swing, really advanced approach. Left on left, he got that early base hit. You can tell he's one of the guys seeing the ball really well right now.
Gets a 1-0 left on left breaking ball. Gotta love it. This guy's been so poised every time we've heard from him here in Williamsport. Lizarga's 1-1 and a roller foul and a 2-strike count on Weir.
And Lizarga's been tough. He's a lefty that we talked about it, kind of changed up his motion, his deliveries. He's able to mix speeds with the fastball and the off speed, and he's been throwing a lot of strikes.
California team from El Segundo mingling with the Phillies, who are locked into this thing. 1-2. Just miss it. I mean, we got left on left curveballs being dropped in, and then we got glove side command with the heater away.
We got everything.
In a do or die game for both these teams, trying to continue on in Williamsport. 2-2, and Weir checks his swing, rolled gently at Jorge Cota, and the inning is over. Got a good one going on a unique day for baseball. Little leaguers and big leaguers.
More than a game, this is an experience that speaks to our hearts and lets us know that we live in a world of wonders.
There's something about being in this atmosphere that just brings you all the way back to the reason why you fell in love with this game in the first place.
But I think we're all looking forward to kind of hanging out and being around the Little Leaguers.
Welcome to the magic of the Little League Classic.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like the Little League Classic. Phillies and Nationals, as we've told you, coming up tonight. 5 miles away from where we are right now, and we've got another guest in the booth from the Phillies. Taiwan Walker, kind enough to stop by. Ty, thanks, man.
Appreciate you. Of course. Thanks for having me.
What's this like so far? You've not been here before, and you're soaking it all in.
Yeah, I mean, it's been electric. We were watching the other game a little bit ago. Packed stadium, lots of fans, lots of cheering. And right now, good game going on so far between Canada and Mexico.
So for the fans out there watching who know a little bit about what this day entails, what's it been like from your end? So you guys obviously played the first couple of games of your series.
Yeah.
Then take us through from like starting this morning.
Yeah, so this morning, hopped on the bus, headed to the airport, took a quick, I think 40-minute flight, landed. They had 3 buses waiting us with some kids already there. Got to talk to them, interact a little bit, and hopped on the bus. I think it was a 15-minute ride, and showed up, and there was lines and lines and lines of fans and kids. It was awesome.
What's the reaction been like from the kids? What do they want to know? What are they talking about? What's the excitement like?
I think one, they're just excited, get autographs, take pictures. But a lot of these kids, they're asking questions. Do we have advice for me? Do we have advice against this or this and that? And It's been pretty cool, just to talk to them.
Any specific questions that someone's asked you? We've heard stories through the years. We've been here a few years now, and these kids, you give them a microphone or just a moment in private with you guys, you never know what they're going to ask.
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything crazy. Just best advice, and I just always tell them, soak it in. It goes fast. Enjoy it. Take it pitch by pitch, at bat by at bat. But it goes fast. Yeah.
What were you like as a young 11, 12-year-old out there on the field? What position did you play? Were you always a pitcher? What did you do out there?
So I was a shortstop, like everyone else probably.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I loved it. I started playing when I was 9 or 10, so the game was real new to me. some of the rules. I mean, I think there was a play one time, the catcher threw it down to second, and I just stepped on the bag, and I didn't know you had to tag him if he's stealing. So then I tag him, and he called him safe. I'm like, well, what happened? He goes, well, he has to be off the bag. Doesn't make sense. I was confused, but it took me a couple years to really get the game down.
With a man aboard, Mexico drops down a bunt, and Jackson Weir, that is a force over at first with covering there.
Isn't it crazy how you remember those little moments that seem so long ago?
Yeah, I do. My best moment it was my very first game. Phillies were actually my first team I ever played, and you know, we had the cones in the outfield, and had no clue top or bottom six. I hit I guess a walk-off home run. I didn't know, so I'm sprinting around the bases. Everyone, slow down, and I'm like, what's going on? We hit a walk. What's a walk-off? Tell me what a walk-off is. But that's probably my most special moment growing up as a kid.
This is cool. That's awesome. Yeah, we've had some awesome experiences, and there's some kids here who just started playing like a year ago, and they've made it already to this point on these wonderful fields at the Little League World Series. Arath Labarine grounds out to Braden McQueen, so 2 outs, man over to third for Mexico. All right, when you were 12, how hard did you throw? Because we had a kid here throw 81 miles an hour for Taiwan.
Honestly, I don't remember. I think it was pretty hard, but I don't remember. And it probably wasn't for strikes. These kids are throwing hard. They're throwing strikes. They're throwing sliders. They're throwing changes. I mean, they got everything working.
Do you guys have the games on in the clubhouse typically?
Oh, yeah. We watch everything, yeah.
That's cool.
Lineup turns over to the top. This is Jorge Lizarraga.
For you, what's this season been like so far here with the Phillies? Obviously, you guys got off to a slower start, but seem to have been picking it up as of recent and look really good.
Yeah, I mean, we did get it to a slow start, but we have such a good team. The talent's unmatched, so we knew eventually we would start getting on the roll, and we did. You know, we got some key pieces back. Nice.
Hot shot center field, Lizarraga, who has tied the ball game. So he's doing it on the mound and hitting.
Oh, that's the pitcher?
Yeah. He's punched out like 7 or 8 so far, too.
Pretty nasty, yeah. But yeah, we, you know, we're starting to click now, and I think we're getting Alvarado back here soon. So our bullpen's locked in, starters.
Look at your boys over here.
The boys out here, yep.
Who do you think's been most excited of your entire team or traveling party?
Alvy.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. You can. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but yeah, he's screaming.
We heard somebody screaming down there.
Alvy, yep.
We saw a borderline pitch in the last half inning, and it sounded like the guys over there were trying to make it a strike.
Yep, that was Alvy.
Yeah, we were talking about how cool it is for Edmundo Sosa as well. Team Panama's out here, and obviously not a lot of Panamanian players in the big leagues, and they all kind of talked about looking up toward a guy like Edmundo Sosa.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, especially for him too, you know, to come out here and his home country's out here playing. So for everyone, you know, I'm playing for Team Mexico in the World Baseball Classic, so it's cool to come out here and watch you kids play.
And what was that experience like for you, being able to represent Mexico on your chest?
For me, I mean, my mom's half Mexican, so for me, it meant everything. I know my mom was really proud, and you know, I don't know a lot of my family in Mexico, but you know, hopefully that was a start for me to start getting to know them.
That's cool. Yeah, it's special. We just had Joey Meneses up here from the Nationals, and he was speaking in both languages at certain times, and certainly he already had his Mexico hat on.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Yeah.
We got 2 outs here, man aboard. Mexico has tied it in this elimination game, and it is win or go home. And Joey's locked in. This is served into center by Jonathan.
Oh,
no. Oh, man! Trayton Manzo.
Yeah. Look at these kids.
He's been making plays, too.
Wow. This kid did it twice yesterday,
really?
too. Well, what do you think? Help us out here,
break
Ty.
this down. Break this down.
Break it down. What do you see? Here it comes.
Okay, for sure I thought the bluebird is going to drop, and kid comes out of nowhere. Knee first, it makes a diving catch. Wow. Good job, kid. Yep. Look at him.
Yeah, he might
even look.
Top
look
10.
I love it.
He didn't even listen. No look.
I love that.
Ty, thanks a lot, man. We appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way this year.
Yeah.
Here's the reaction. Little League stats are provided by Game Changer, the official scorekeeping and stats technology partner of Little League and the Little League World Series. Game Changer now offers free live streaming for regular season local youth games, plus automatic video highlight clips when you stream and score your games. Down in Williamsport, Rest of our schedule today currently going on ABC. You can watch Fargo, North Dakota, and Henderson, Nevada. And then, yeah, they got to filter out Edmundo Sosa and company. Got to get ready for the big league game tonight. Ty Walker with Mexican roots, as he shared with us, and of course his experience with Mexico on his chest. Look at that, walking out with the Little Leaguers right beside him.
Yeah, that's so cool. Appreciate Taijuan Walker coming up to the booth. Sebi, I was trying to get his attention. Hey, Ty, get up here, and had to text Sebi. Sebi brought him up, so appreciate you, Sebastian Salazar.
So you guys are the booking department for us as well. This is so cool, and there goes Jose Alvarado, who it sounds like is enjoying this as much as any person
loving it
in the entire Phillies traveling party. To the 4th inning at the Little League Baseball World Series presented by T-Mobile. And oh, by the way, in this elimination game, got a heck of a ball game. 1-1 the score, Canada and Mexico. Canada's got 2, 3, and 4 here against the pitcher who, in the words of Taijuan Walker, is pretty nasty, Jorge Lizárraga. Maybe one day Jorge will be able to appreciate how neat that is. Such an accomplished major league pitcher singing your praises when you're 12 years old.
Someone that you watched on the WBC team for Mexico, you play back this game and you see him talking about you're nasty. Like, how amazing is that?
And I love his perspective as well on his learning curve in the sport and starting out in 9 or 10 in terms of age, and then figuring out the difference between a force play and a tag play and what a walk-off is. And so neat to think about. It doesn't matter what age you are when you figure out something you love, in this case baseball. Just run with it and devote yourself to it.
And you don't forget those things.
One day you become an all-star in the major leagues. That's outside. It's ball and 2 strikes on Braden McQueen, who singled his first time.
All those memories always stick out. I still remember my first home run. It was during an all-star tournament. Grandpa caught the ball in the outfield over the fence and then threw it back to the umpire. Like, Grandpa, that's a ball I'm supposed to keep. You threw it back on the field.
Come on, man.
Come on, Gramps. Mom yelling in the stands, you know, way too loud. Eating bubble gum, seeds with your boys and trying to see who can blow the biggest bubble. Bubble ends up popping on your face all over. Then you got to go bat and you realize I got the bubble gum still all over my face.
Yep. I think for us it was maybe 5 cents, 10 cents at the concession stands.
Yeah.
There's a strikeout for Lizárraga. He's got 8 of them. McQueen is the first out. What did you look like as a little leaguer with your grandfather throwing back home run balls, we ask? Well, there's your answer.
Shout out to Poway National Little League, San Diego, North County. Those are the good old days. Look, your boy was smiling. I probably had just had a 2 home run game.
You're trying to play it cool. It's what we call a soft smile, I would say.
Probably hit an Oppo biscuit.
You had power to all fields.
Nah, when I was 11
as a 12-year-old.
When I was 11 and 12, I was trying to pull everything. That's why I'm so impressed with these kids. They go the other field with like no issues, an opposite field.
Yeah, that's what McQueen did last time. He just batted. Now this is the 3-hole hitter, Cannon Jr. Win or go home. A ton of skill on both sides in this game. This Canada team won yesterday over the Czech Republic, dropped its opener against Chinese Taipei. Meanwhile, Mexico played Friday against Japan, fell in that one, so got to win this ball game. Nixon Jelsing trying to start something in the dugout, yelling out to their teammate Cannon Jr. Sprayed foul. Cannon's specialty, says, is having nice hair. Gets complimented on it all the time. People tell him they want to have his hair. He takes away. That's a pro take.
Lizarraga working the corners. Trying to see if he can get a call. See if he'll run that fastball back on the inner half here, trying to set him up.
Cannon's father, Deke, watching in the stands for this team from Regina,
He's going in there, Mike. He's going in there.
First strike, 3 called.
That's another thing with these kids. They know how to set guys up. They know, okay, I don't get the extended swing out here with 2 strikes. Let me run it back on the inner half. Almost looked like a 2-seamer coming back over the plate. Lizarraga got the good stuff working. It's definitely a 2-seamer.
We said it, so much life on this guy's fastball. And again, he was impressing an all-star major league pitcher with the full arsenal. Brings up Bryden Nurnberg, right fielder in the cleanup spot against Lizarraga. He's got that ball dancing. And he is pitching and participating here for Mexico, keeping his family close to his heart. It was about a month ago, Jorge lost his maternal grandmother. And he has dedicated this tournament to her. And on the biggest stage, with his team's collected backs against the wall, boy, has he dealt as a pitcher and supplying the lone run with the bat for Mexico. One and 2 for Jorge. He's got an older brother who is going to play in Williamsport as well, but that year unable to participate due to COVID. And so Mexico wasn't here. Well, a couple years later, Jorge Lizarraga is here for this team from Tijuana. 2 outs, the 1-2 to Nurnberg. Cut on and missed. This kid is sick. Strikes out the side of the 4th.
That ball ripped at the shortstop. What a backhand. What a play by Nash Carter.
Center field, diving catch by Trayton Manzuk. Manzuk on the run, makes another one.
To third, he snared it. McCray, nice play.
Into center field. What a throw! What an arm!
And this one is to right, sliding and making a great play. Here comes Baker. Oh, nice catch.
What a catch by Androsik. Oh, man! On a line to left, and a diving catch by Felicia. How about the web gems we have seen already before today, and then in this game, 2 more, X?
Yeah, Jackson, we are going up against the fence in the brick wall. The lefty catcher, again, I say it, the lefty catcher. And then you got Trenton Manchuk doing his thing out there. How did he even catch this? He wasn't even looking at the ball. That's a no-look catch out there in center field. Do it.
The knee goes down, then the glove goes down, the head goes looking away, shades on, and he still makes the catch.
Locked in.
That dude has made more highlight reel plays than I think any one player has here in Williamsport. And boy, Sebastian talked to him post-game as well, and Trayton was talking about the big hit he had, and he basically walked Sebastian through with his stance, the offensive adjustments he'd been making as well. It never gets old listening to these guys talk the game of baseball and what's going through their mind.
I mean, he knows what he's doing, right? Talked about making an adjustment, got up there, got the knock. But to think about what you said, there's so many things that these kids are thinking about that remind you of the big leaguers and some of the adjustments that they're trying to make. At bat after at bat, pitch after pitch.
Nixon Jelsing fires a 1-1 to Gael Leva. In the 3 spot for Mexico. 3, 4, and 5 for this team from Tijuana. Facing Jelsing. 4'8", 81 pounds. Leva strokes it into the gap in right center. Past Nurnberg to the wall. Leva glides into second. That's a leadoff double.
Leyva, really nice job of just being able to stay on this baseball, letting it get a little bit deeper. We check it out the swing again. Boom. Staying on it. You can hear it off the bat. He's got himself in scoring position here in the fourth. Gotta love the double sellies, huh?
We got them all. Look, if you're going to get a hit here, come prepared with as many celebrations as you want to use as possible. And after Leyva's double, Canada elects to intentionally walk Jamil Mandujano, cleanup man for Mexico. Intentional walks, something that came to the Little League World Series 2 years ago. You can do it just one time per game on that hitter. So should Mandujano come up again later, you can't intentionally walk him.
This is interesting because Jorge got himself a knock. Jorge Villa got himself a knock earlier in the game.
He did it in front of Joey Meneses as well, fellow countryman. And Jorge will talk it over with the coaching staff before climbing back in. Joey Meneses, by the way, described himself as a jokester. That's a little bit what Jorge Villa is as well. Good stop by Weir behind the plate. Apparently, Jorge Villa, coaches say, is just a great character. And on top of that, he's got ice water, they say, in his veins. He was the starting pitcher in Game 1 for Mexico a couple of days ago against Japan. One bid goes foul. Jorge's favorite player is Randy Arozarena. Said he became a big fan of Arozarena during the World Baseball Classic. We've seen Randy's dance moves and celebrations as well before.
Yes.
Once upon a time with Brett Phillips, they had the Michael Jackson bumping and the moves in the postseason.
Well, that's been a popular celebration here too, is the Randy Arozarena arms cross.
Yep.
Once somebody gets a hit. I think we all became a fan of Randy Arozarena after the WBC.
1-2. Back up the middle on a hop near the bag, spinning, a flip, doesn't get him. And Mexico's got him loaded. Pierce Sorrell tried to work it toward Cannon Jr. and Mexico threatens.
Yeah, and that was really Pierce's only play. At least he kept this in the infield because this ball had some English on it once it was hit. His only play was to try to flip it to Cannon Jr. there at second base. We get another look here. His ball's hit up the middle, but it's got a weird spin on it. Does a nice job of trying to flip it there, but just not in time.
We've got of all these jams before. We got ice in the veins Creasy here, baby. Let's go.
Ice in the veins Creasy. Translation, that's Creason Malboof. He's coming in to pitch. Big spot. Little League World Series continues. Little League would like to extend a special thank you to its official sponsors like Major League Baseball's Play Ball Initiative and Adidas. These companies provide year-round support to the Little League program, and they help to create opportunities and experiences for families and communities. Little League, by the way, would also like to thank its dedicated volunteers who make the program a special experience for millions of children around the world. All right, Creasy/Speedy C comes out here. He pitched Thursday against Chinese Taipei, 2 1/3 of scoreless ball, and in a bind. Let's go to Sebi.
Marco Mejia stepping up at the plate here. I got his dad, Alberto, with me. How are we feeling right now?
Wow, that's bases loaded, no outs, game tie, so nervous. That's the word. Nervous, and hopefully he can produce a run.
His nickname is San Marco, no? Saint Marcos. Where does that come from?
Saint Marcos is because on the championship to come to Williamsport, he hit the grand slam in the last inning. So we won the game with that grand slam. So that's why they came like Saint Marcos.
Oh, was that celebration?
That is awesome. Dude. We cried, we jumped, we did everything. Everything because we know with that grand slam we want to come to Williamsport.
And what's it like watching your son here representing your country at the Little League World Series? That must be, as a father, so special.
Wow, this is a dream. This is a dream that comes true. I remember when I was a kid and watching this game. I just see it on the TV. I never thought they would be here. Now, look, this is awesome. This is awesome. It's worthless.
Has your son mentioned at all the big league game that we got coming up? Is he excited to meet some of the big leaguers?
He loves the baseball. He knows all the players, so he's living the dream.
Alberto, muchas gracias, and good luck at this at-bat, huh?
Thank you very much, and for all the support to Mexico.
Guys, back to you.
That's pretty cool. And isn't it interesting how things all come together in a 12-year-old summer? Marco Mejia, his father Alberto there. Marco and his brother Alberto, their grandfather, they've all played baseball. And Marco said, we watched a lot of it on TV. Like Alberto said, and oh yeah, he's got a grand slam to his name. As Creason Malbouf deals ball one, bases loaded, no one out. Marco singled his first time today. Good block by Jackson Weir, 2-0.
If you look at Marco, the way he's set up, he's kind of got a little Giancarlo Stanton set up here, close himself off.
And he's got the exit velo of Stanton as well. Wow, that was close.
Not something I recommend to all young players, but it may be something to help him kind of stay back on the baseball. Look how close this was to being maybe a double down the line here and maybe scoring a few. He's looking to get the barrel out. Infield is in here. They'll look to cut down the run at home.
Leyva, Mandujano, and Villa aboard. That's a strike, and it's 2-2. Creason Malbouf is ready. His 2-2 popped up behind third, and McQueen couldn't hang on to it. Canada's had some outstanding defense these last couple of days, and in the battle with the sun, an opportunity for Mejia.
This is the last guy you might want to give a second chance to here. Mejia with another opportunity with 2 strikes.
San Marco. Marco's mother made a card of his face in a robe with the title and the name San Marco. Up high, and Weir snow cones it, and it's a full count.
Yeah, nice job of Weir staying with this one. Again, we got the lefty catching back there, something you don't see all the time, but one of the more athletic players you'll see on this Little League field.
3-2. Mejia cranks it deep left field. Bilbo's under it and makes the catch. Leyva tags and scores, and San Marco delivers. Mexico in front.
Marco taking advantage of having another opportunity. Being able to get something up in the zone, drive something toward the outfield. That's what you look to do with less than 2 outs. Be able to drive in that runner.
So 1 out now. Still 2 aboard for Andy Rubio. Jorge Rubio, as it goes by Andy, two-way player who we saw pitch 3 innings the other day. Malbouf fires. Outside, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Malbouf spins one in. Boy, he looks calm and composed on the mound.
Yeah, there's not much that's going to phase him. Don't see a lot of emotion up or down either way with him. He's coming in there, getting his sign, and just delivering, going to work.
His 1-2 comes in and hits Rubio. Bat or hand does look like he's hit by the pitch, so bases loaded for Mexico.
You know, those ones hurt. Mike looked like he might have caught this one just off the hand. Little forearm wrist area. That's not a good feeling at all, but he'll take it to load the bases for Bernardo Partida.
The shortstop for Mexico, who walked his first time. Ball one, blocked by Weir. Bernardo's got two younger brothers who both say they too want to play in Williamsport someday. They've seen their 12-year-old big brother get here with his team from Tijuana, representing their country. Leading by one, 2-0. That's a strike. Two-one pitch. That misses, and it's 3-1 with nowhere to put Bernardo Partida.
Yeah, you got to be selective here. You got to make sure you get a pitch in the middle of the zone if you're Partida, looking to get your best swing off. Don't leave this at bat here without getting your best cut.
Albu fires. Comes home with a strike. I mean, you heard it when they made the pitching change. Coaching staff says it is ice water in the veins for Crease and Malbu. 3-2. Misses, and Mexico leads by 2.
Really good at bat there from Bernardo Partida. Very selective. Even in a 3-1 count, a ball over the middle, he elected to not swing. And now he's got himself an RBI.
Just giving everyone a chance to reset here. Hey, let's change the momentum a little bit. It's a pretty good pitch, Crease. Hey, good battle, buddy. Hey, that guy has a pretty good eye. Nothing we can do about that. But here's the reality, fellas, okay? We're still in a little bit of a jam here. Everybody has to stay locked in. Everybody has to stay focused, okay? We still have 2 outs to get, okay? We're going to continue to play in, okay? We're going to get this out at home here, and then we're going to back up and get the next guy, okay? Everybody settle down, continue to stay focused, and we'll be all right here, okay, boys? Okay? Feeling good, Creasy? Feeling good, buddy? Okay, keep doing you. Okay, thank you. That was outside there, hey? Outside.
That's a well-rounded visit to the mound. You fire up the boys, stay positive, and just check on pitch location on your way back.
Infield is still in here. As Coach mentioned, they'll be looking to come home. Sometimes that makes the job easier for the hitter, right? Trying to get something to the outfield.
Mayolo Pena is that hitter. He takes a close one that Jackson Weir wanted and was just instructed to bring down.
Also, as a hitter, you hit something hard, you got a good chance it'll get through.
Can Mayolo find one of those holes? Yes, he can. Left field base hit. Villa scores, and Mexico adds to the lead.
Well, what we're seeing here in the fourth is some really good at-bats being taken by Team Mexico, doing a nice job of being selective. And then once you get into that hitter's count, 1-on count, you're able to rip something right past the third baseman and Braden McQueen. With him being in, not much time to react to that hard hit ball.
Exactly like you had said against that drawn-in infield of Canada. And representing his country, Mayolo Pena delivers, and the lead is 3 for Mexico in this win-or-go-home game at Williamsport. Hey, that should be a high-powered meeting. Well, before Alfredo Chacon bats. Little movement there pre-pitch from the new arm, Dylan Leach, who deals that one away for ball 1. No box at this level. This is smoked into center field. Base hit, Chacon. Rubio's in, Partida behind him, and Chacon drives in 2. Mexico's big inning continues.
Chacon smoked this ball with the infield in. And this is exactly what you're looking to do as an approach as a hitter. Take it right back where it came from. one of the hardest hit balls we've seen here on this field. Short, compact swing. And that's a bullet right back to center.
How about what these bats have done for Mexico now, the second time through, here in this fourth inning where they've hung 5 on Canada. Jorge Cota fouls one off. It's 1-1 against Leach. Santa Marco had that pop-up outside of third. He got another chance. He supplied a sac fly. And the runs have followed since for this Tijuana team. Off the end of the bat, back to Leach. He looks the runner back and throws high. Pena scores. Chacon motors around third, and 2 more for Mexico. They've cracked it wide open.
Leach really did a nice job of being able to, react quick and just seal the throw there. Mexico putting a lot of pressure on Team Canada right now by putting the ball in play.
Yeah, they've made contact pretty regularly here in this fourth. And just like that, it is 8-1. Now Santiago Hernandez for Mexico. Nicknamed Santi. Line drive center field again. Mexico's bats are on fire.
Well, the bats have really come alive. Santi doing an amazing job staying through the mid. This is what we've seen Mexico do now. Batter after batter, getting in good counts, not swinging at bad pitches, putting the pressure on the defense.
Remind me, was it you who said you felt like the bats were going to wake up?
Yeah, and I don't say that very often. Felt like the bats were going to come alive today, and it's been nice to see.
I tried to keep a straight face. Rope foul. Peek behind the curtain. More often than not, you say the bats you think are coming alive today. Official tally was 3 days in a row. Some up here in the booth have said that the prediction was 4 days in a row. I'd like to set the record straight.
I didn't say it the first day.
That's fair, and you were right. So, look, haters want to hate. You're just accurate.
Exactly.
It's what you do.
Facts.
Arath Labarine, the batter. That's down and away. 2-1 now on Labarine. No, but in all seriousness, you're right. Like, we've said it so often, the second game here for a team feels like they settle in, and Mexico's done it in a big way. Right field, Nurnberg there, 2 down.
Nice job, Nurnberg. Seeing it off the back, quick, get to the position. But we've seen Mexico's confidence grow throughout the game, right? You saw Canada put one on the board early. Took Mexico a little bit to get going, but in that third inning, they were able to scratch one. And now this fourth inning, they've just taken off.
Now a 12th batter for Mexico this inning. Jorge Lizárraga had an RBI single his last time in the third. In the air, flared behind short, and that plops in for a base hit for Lizárraga. Second knock of the ball game. And Mexico will send every hitter to the plate here in the fourth.
That's not easy to do when you have 13 guys on a lineup card with this continuous batting order.
And a reminder of the run rule that's in effect here at the Little League World Series. 15 runs after 3, or perhaps in this case, 10 runs after 4. Jonathan Juarez, the batter. This one skitters away, and Weir's throw. Oh, it's close, but sliding in safely as both runners advance. So Santiago Hernandez just got in there. Lizárraga is now at second, and a chance for Jonathan Juarez to reel in some more. Let's see if Canada does want a look at this. You get 2 challenges in the 6 innings. You do get another if you go to extras. And if you're successful, you retain your challenge.
Yeah, you might as well take a look here because just think about, you mentioned the run rule. And with them, Mexico having an opportunity with the base hit, scoring another 2 runs. You might as well see it now.
I think that's a good call, at least initially, as long as he stayed on the bag. That's safe.
Unless he got that top of the toe.
With the end of the glove?
Yeah. That's tough to tell there, but it's obviously close.
With sort of that back end of the glove. Right there, did he get it? I don't know. Do you want to file a official prediction?
Yeah, I'm going to say safe. Because I think the angle might be tough to see if he got that almost pitcher's toe area.
Do you want to say stands or confirmed?
I'll say stands.
Safe. You got part 1. Confirmed. You're all over it. And how about the slide in there from Santiago Hernandez?
Yes, that's a good slide. Textbook.
So still 2 out there for Jonathan Juarez. Doubled his first time and then got robbed in center by Manzuk. Now he skies this one. Manzuk has been a vacuum out there, and he comes sliding in to make the catch and end the inning. What an inning it was for Mexico. They lead by 8 against Canada.
His plan, continue it to attack. His team went out there and put up an 8 spot. What more could you want if you're Lizarga? Get right back to throwing strikes.
I loved seeing the reaction of Taiwan Walker on that catch from Trayton Manzuk.
We were all like, whoa.
We were like, did he do it? Because you saw the glove down at first, and now another fine play. Jorge Cota takes one from Manzuk for the first down, the 5th. We all wondered, did Manzuk really catch that? And then you're all reacting with those around you like you would as a fan in the seats.
I know, it almost looked like he had trapped it, but he had made such a great grab. We were all surprised that he even was able to get to the ball.
How about this? We still have some nationals here. I thought I heard Davey say that it was a 2 p.m. bus, but it's about 3 p.m. And we've seen this before. Last year, Alex Cora, the Red Sox manager, he hung around here about as long as he could.
Chavis is chilling. Alex Call is chilling. Some of these guys like, hey, I'm gonna hit BP under the in the cage. I'm not hit on the field so I can have some extra time with the little leaguers.
We got to talk about the flow of Michael Chavis, by the way. I mean,
that's a lot of hair, right?
It's been growing for a while, and it's elite. Tate Sacksmith pops it up. Lizarga's got it. Looking into the sun.
Cool as a cucumber, right?
Look at Michael Chavis holding court. That guy gets it, by the way.
It's a lot of hair, Mike.
I heard some good manners in there. Can you please sign my ball? Someone just wanted a hug, huh? No, I don't need your autograph. I would like a hug.
Yeah, whenever you ask for an autograph, at least say please. Like, that's going to be so much better for the player. Use your manners.
Can we get your autograph do's and don'ts while we're here right now? Do use your manners.
Do use your manners. Do say please. Do ask nicely.
Supply your own pen or Sharpie.
Supply your own Sharpie. Don't, hey, I don't have a pen. Can you have a pen? The players aren't walking around with pens.
Yeah, that seems logical.
And don't expect them to just give you a ball either. They're not walking around with balls.
Okay. Any other quick ways to ingratiate yourself with autographs?
Maybe a Mr. Chavis. That might be nice.
Well, we've got a pitching change here. Mexico's up by 8. You said it. Jorge Lizárraga just looked the part. He was calm and composed through everything he's done with the bat and on the mound.
Yeah, he was really special here on the mound, and I think we got to give him his props. We got to give him his flowers because the fastball was electric, but also you see him changing speeds with the slider. Same thing with being able to move it in and out of the zone. He changed up delivery on you as well. He knows how to quick pitch.
Let's go down to Sebastian hanging out with Michael Chavis.
Thanks, guys. I'm trying to get to Michael Chavis, but there's just a crowd of people around him. Mira, we're going to get a hug here. Chavis, ya eres Mexicano. You could play for Mexico in the WBC now.
Spanish isn't good enough, but I'd love to hang out with him.
Here he is taking some selfies with the fans. He's even just signed a Phillies hat. He's so in demand. I don't think anybody's enjoying this as much as you, huh?
It's been a lot of fun. I love hanging out with people, baseball fans. I grew up doing this, so it's the same thing for me. It's a blessing.
I saw you giving some high fives to the Canada kids as well. What was it like to be down there on the field?
It's a blessing just to see this and be part of it, man. I mean, it's such a cool field, and there's so many exciting moments like this. So, I mean, it's just a blessing to be here.
Awesome, man. Enjoy the rest of it. Guys, we send it back up to you. Chavis got a lot of autographs to sign. He's in high demand down here, I tell you what.
Look at that. I mean, Sebi is like an accomplished, world-renowned reporter with, I mean, it sees part when Sebi shows up. Even he can't get to Michael Chavis.
You know, what Chavis mentioned, you know, about kind of the Mexican fans. I got the opportunity to play in Mexico a season and even playing in winter ball. It's almost a different atmosphere. Every game is a party, and there's such a passion for the fans and how much they love the game. And you can really start to appreciate how different cultures appreciate the game because everybody kind of approaches it differently. And in Mexico was one of the best times I ever had playing the game of baseball because of how they treat the game out there.
You played against Joey Meneses.
Played against Joey Meneses in winter ball. I played for the Leones de Yucatan. He was on the Culiacan team. Another thing I learned about Mexico, it's so much bigger than I realized. I grew up in San Diego, and a lot of times you just mostly hear about Tijuana, and obviously really good baseball in Tijuana. We have a team here from Tijuana. But when I got to experience going down there and playing, I played all over Mexico and realized that there's so many different, you know, cultures within the culture and cuisines and different states, and everywhere is a different type of feel.
And it's so cool to see how the likes of Joey Meneses have kept their country's pride so close to them. It's hard for a big leaguer to get away from the crowds here. What a day. The Little League Baseball World Series on ESPN is presented by T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network. Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series presented by T-Mobile. Great day of baseball here. Stella Weaver, one of the stars. Hey, want your child to experience the teamwork and fun of Little League baseball or softball? Well, visit playlittleleague.org and enter your address to find a Little League community program near you. I bet she's got the hang of it now, and she might be bringing around her own Sharpie because she is a star here.
I was going to say, she's signing more autographs than a lot of the big leaguers, probably. Every shot is her signing autographs.
Life's good for Stella, one of the stars on a really good Nolensville, Tennessee team, who we're going to see again in action tomorrow. Braden McQueen, by the way, new pitcher for Canada, into the bottom of the 5th. An elimination game, and Mexico put up 8 runs in the 4th and leads 9-1, trying to move on and play another day here. Next game would be Tuesday, 1 o'clock Eastern, here on ESPN against whoever loses tomorrow between Curacao and Venezuela. Gael Leyva vaults it into right at Bryden Nurnberg. Alongside Xavier Scruggs and Sebastian Salazar, I'm Mike Monaco. This game produced by Scott Gustafson and directed by Dan McVan. What are you most looking forward to tonight? You'll be over there at the MLB Little League Classic.
Yeah, I think for me it may be something that doesn't have to do with actual performance on the field. I'm interested to see some of these guys. They build cleats and bats just for the game, and I think that's something I'm interested to see is what these guys have as far as creativity. I saw Bryson Stott had posted a picture on his Instagram of some cleats that he made representing his Little League back home in Las Vegas. I'm sure Bryce Harper will do the same. And you think about, you know, the team, there's a team here from Vegas, from Henderson, so it's going to be special for them. But, you know, all these guys try to do something special for this game.
Center field, right at Manzo, and Jamil Mandujano flies out for out number 2.
Also, the kids get so excited when a ball is hit. Like, they think every ball is a home run. So it's like, as excited as they get during every single at-bat, it's almost like you just can't blink because they're having a great time, and it doesn't matter what the outcome is.
Yeah, ball off the bat. Always fun to watch it get judged by a bunch of 12-year-olds populating the vast majority of the ballpark over there at Bowman Field.
And they're always trying to talk to the player in the on-deck circle because they're really close. The way that the field is set up, the little leaguers will be like right next to the guys, right next to the net where they're on deck. So they're always trying to get their attention, and the major leaguers will talk back to them.
I think it's so neat how very often it does link up where there's someone from that city or maybe the state, or in the case of the international teams, from that country, right, playing for those major league teams and with a direct tie to one of the now 20 teams here in Williamsport.
Well, it just reminds you how small our world is. I think all of us kind of get reminded that when we travel, when we go to different countries or even different states, there's always these little connections that you seem to have. It's the same with baseball.
Jorge Villa ropes one into left, and he's on for the 3rd time in this ball game with his 2nd hit. Yeah, it is a unifying game, and you get reminded of that when you come here. And you get 10 countries plus the 10 U.S. teams and ball players from all over. I mean, we had the Cuban team earlier. We showed you teaching Spanish to one of the Rhode Island players. They hang out, they make friends, they figure out who's the best at ping pong in the Grove. Two out, one on for Marco Mejia, and Braden McQueen drops in a curve.
And what you mentioned about the Grove is one of the coolest parts too. When I got to go over there last year, and I'll go over there at some point this year, all the teams are mingling with each other. It's not like one team is over here playing video games, one team's ping pong, one team's getting some Adidas gear. No, everybody's mingling all together. Teams from different countries learning the different languages. It's really something special.
0-2. Mejia on a line, right center field, base hit into the gap, to the wall. Villa races to 3rd, and he trots in and scores. 10-1 Mexico, 1 run away from a run rule win.
Well, Mexico's at a point now to where they have so much confidence, even with 2 strikes, seeing balls hit hard. They're not being fooled very often. That's a testament to the at-bats that they've taken since the 3rd inning.
And this Little League from Municipal de Tijuana Little League settling in game number 2. They ran into a Japanese group on Friday night that the Mexico coaching staff said after the game, look, Japan plays a perfect game. They execute at the highest level. They said it was something they tried to emulate in practice, knowing what they would face, but they had such respect for Japan. And now you get to get a little more comfortable here, and the bats have woken up. 2-1 the count on Andy Rubio. Got hit by a pitch and scored in that monster 4th inning. Popped up foul. Did that almost come up here?
It was right there. I didn't see it was coming that close.
I was kind of sitting back. I missed it. Sounds like we gotta get in the game. Man at second, 2-2, and Rubio strikes out. McQueen's got a K. We go to the 6th. On a great day in Williamsport for this sport. The excitement of the World Series can be downloaded in the new Little League World Series app. Fans can view schedules, watch highlights, and plan their experience using the official LLWS app. Download today for Apple and Android devices. Which part of this would you enjoy most?
You know what I was just looking at? I think it was Mackenzie Gore was in there playing video games.
Yeah.
That may be what I'd be doing too, to try to get some shade, like get some air conditioning a little bit. Starting to heat up here, but I like that too.
Look at Schwarber getting the boys going. He ingratiates himself with a fan base about as quickly as anyone in the major leagues, I think. 6th inning, Canada trails in this elimination game and has 3 outs left to play with. This journey that Regina has been on. NOD versus the world, a part of the city in Regina that they're from. Playing here and representing their country and their colors at the Little League World Series. From north of Dewdney to Williamsport, PA. Popped up behind third, and Gael Leva is there for the first out. This elimination game at the Little League Baseball World Series presented by T-Mobile. 2 outs left to play with for Canada. Remember, this is a Canada team that in its region tournament, just within these last 2 weeks, it was actually held in Regina. It's 7 teams there from across the country. They lost not just their first game, but their second game too, and also their 3rd game at the tournament. So they're 0-3, thinking summer's about over. And then they rip off 5 wins in a row. Next thing you know, you're at the Little League World Series. Oh, and you got to win here as well. Line drive back up the middle, and that's a base hit for Pierce Sorrell.
I mean, there's a continual theme. You know, you talking about this team from Regina being able to fight against adversity. So many of these teams, you hear that type of story as we see this ball roped right back through the middle. Very nice swing there from Pierce, but really that's the story behind a lot of these teams, and the lessons that they learn is how do we bounce back? How do we not stay down? How do we continue to fight? That's what Canada has done to get here.
Now Dylan Leach. Yeah, it's a province that has only been here twice. And both times it's been from this North Regina Little League representing the province of Saskatchewan. And getting back here, like the other North Regina team, now 21 years later. For a country in Canada that's been here 65 times. Haven't had that first title yet here at the Little League World Series. But they keep impressing every year they're here. Two and one. On the ground, back to the mound. Labarine to first, throw to second. No tag applied. And there's 2 outs. This Canada team, by the way, has been led by a group of 20-somethings who run a baseball academy back home. Cole, and Kyle, coaching kids about just half their age. We've enjoyed hearing their comments over the course of their few games here as well. It's up to Nixon Jelsing. We've seen him pitch. We have seen him work a walk in this game as well. Big fan of Patrick Kane, a defensive whiz on this team who wants to be a mechanic on farm machines. He loves going to his Uncle Kurt's farm. He's riding the horses, something you're still scared to do, and driving quads. 2-1. We got time to try to find a four-wheeler after this.
I didn't say I was scared to ride the horse. I was saying you just wouldn't catch me doing it.
We might have to roll back through the replay room. We got a really accomplished replay room. I don't know if you know this. We got to get the proper word.
I know that they catch everything.
There's always a camera on us, and there's always a microphone within reach. Sorrell's at second. And that's bounced in, and Nixon Jelsing is on for the second time. Sorrell the third, and he moves up 60 feet.
I was nervous there for a second. Not only that, I want to see Jackson Weir get his opportunity to come back up here to bat. Another guy that we've seen have some success here in this tournament. One of the better swings we've seen here on this international side. On both sides, if you think about it.
Lo que tú sabes hacer. Quédate bajito. Este zurdo batea bien. Eso batea bien, pero tú estás mejor. Ponte perro ahí. Te la bota que te la bote, pero ponle la bola. ¿Ok? Te estás quedando aquí arriba, pues sales para arriba. Quédate un poquito, dólate un poquito más. ¿Vamos? ¿Sí o no? ¿Sí o no? Vamos en segunda y en primera. Vamos a ir a primera. ¿Ok? Vamos a ir a primera, seguros. ¿Sale? Carlos.
Well, they know how good Jackson Weir is as well. The lefty, they said, hits well. Got to get down in the zone here for Arath Labarine.
And a lot of that messaging is about, hey, let's finish this game strong, right? Take momentum going into the next game, doing the right things, doing all the little things. Let's end this on the right note.
That's still up, and it's ball 1 to Jackson Weir, who, yeah, to your point, this guy's been one of the most fun to watch here, certainly on the international side. 3-hit game yesterday, and then also a 3-hit shutout on the mound with 13 strikeouts. 2-0 to him.
Yeah, we're going to see an opportunity here in a hitter's count. If he gets his swing off, you'll see how short and compact his swing is. Very selective at the plate. Has a great approach as to what he's looking for.
Down, good stop back there by Alfredo Chacon.
No strike.
Labarine trying to bear down. Come from behind in the count. 3-0. 4-pitch walk. They are very careful against Jackson Weir. You knew it. So it gives Braden McQueen another chance here in Williamsport. And it comes with the bases loaded. And he's got a knock in this game already back in the first. Up high. Good stab by Chacon. 1-0. There's a strike from Labordine. Braden had a big home run during regionals. Said the biggest hit he's ever had, his first homer. That's down, and he's in a hitter's count here. Big fan of Jack Eichel and the Vegas Golden Knights. Cup champs. Loaded, 2-1. McQueen on a line, left field, and that's it. Hernandez hauls it in, and Mexico moves on.
Yeah, I can't help but think about the job Jorge Lizarga did on the mound. Really impressive with this stuff. A lot of swing and miss. But you go back to that first inning, Canada was able to scratch a run early, but he shut them down right after that. And then the bats woke up in the fourth with that 8th spot. Mexico with a huge win to move on today.
They're still alive, and Lizarga was the star. Mexico, this team from Tijuana, will play Tuesday at 1 o'clock Eastern on ESPN against whoever loses tomorrow for the first time between Curacao and Venezuela. Hats off to the kids from Saskatchewan. This Canada team had a nice run over these last few weeks. That's all currently on ABC. The Little League World Series continues with North Dakota and Nevada. For Xavier Scruggs, Sebastian Salazar, and our entire crew behind the scenes, Mike Monaco saying thanks for joining us here in Williamsport.